We don't have a script to follow or big-time endorsements.
We're not professional hunters.
No such thing in this country.
We are professional outfitters.
Trust me, that's as close as it gets.
We got lots of hunters each season.
We put them on deer, and I mean good deer.
We're deer thugs.
Mossy Oaks Deer Thugs is presented by Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Section 1, question 4.
When do you do most of your scouting for the upcoming season?
We never stop scouting.
Kevin Burleson, heart of Texas bow hunting.
After the season is over, I put my game cameras up. I want to see what deer we have left, what bucks made it through season. We shed hunt in the springtime. Summertime, we're constantly monitoring feed areas, food sources, water supplies. You know, I scout year round, but July and August is probably the most serious time, and it tells us what we need to know.
I entered a contest on the Pursuit channel. I saw it on the channel, and Cuz said, you know, enter it and we'll make a movie together. So I went on there and entered, and back in September, Cuz gave me a call and said I won the contest. I just could not believe, you know, I was going to be coming down here to Texas. Yeah, we got here late Sunday afternoon at about 3 o'clock, jumped out of the truck. Cuz said, I'll take your bags in the house, grab your bow, shoot her one time. You see, as we threw our clothes on, man, we took off.
Those deer will be coming in back from this side, back around this way. We got a great wind. We got that northwest wind, it's just perfect. Go ahead and get on in. All right, what we got? This is a ridge right here, and it drops off this side, and drops off this side, and it's a funnel area that they're coming through. We got a major trail here and a major trail here going to feeding area. It's all bedding up on top of this hill, and everything funnels down through here. Bucks are pushing now. They're not gonna stand still very long. They're gonna come in, nudge stuff around and everything. Hopefully we can get a doe in here that you know, he might want to take a look at. So anyway, it might be short and sweet, so we need to be ready. Yeah. All right, cool.
I bet we weren't in the blind 5 minutes and deer started coming in.
Deer, coming in easy. Young 8-point. Young 8-point, yeah. He's about a 2-year-old. Hey, we've been here all of 10 minutes and got a buck in front of you. What do you think? That's unbelievable. Go.
Mossy Oaks Deer Thugs is brought to you by Walmart, Ram Truck Brand, Quaker Boy, Lethal, Mossberg, and by Precision Shooting Equipment.
Section 1, question 4.
When do you do most of your scouting for the upcoming season?
We start scouting the first week in August.
Jimmy Riley, Giles Island.
We'll take a climbing stand, bottle of water, thermocell, and go jack up a tree 30 foot and watch over these cuckleberry flats with a video camera. I know it's hot and miserable, but it's an exciting time of year because the antlers have developed about probably 80% at that point. So you're gonna be able to tell what class of deer you got. When you find a buck, you're not just gonna find one, you're gonna find a whole bunch of them. They're bachelored up in these small groups, so it's very productive, especially when you can get in a spot where you can see a long ways. And we'll continue that kind of scouting all the way through August and September, leading right on up into the season starting October 1. Once we get in the tree at October 1, we're scouting every morning, every afternoon, sitting in a tree stand. But during those months, we're also running trail cameras. We got them, running day and night, move them around different locations to see which deer have showed back up from last year.
We've been here all of 10 minutes and got a buck in front of you. What do you think?
It's unbelievable. I bet we weren't in the blind 5 minutes and deer started coming in. And I just could not believe it. I kind of looked over and I said, do I get to shoot that one? He said, no, hold off for a bigger one.
There's another buck, another buck. Oh, there's a little better deer right there. Oh, that's a mature deer. He's got both brow tines broken. Not a bad little deer right there.
And we're a couple minutes later, here came another buck in. You shoot that one. No, hold off a little bit longer.
They're gonna hang out a little bit here, it looks like.
I'm not a trophy hunter. Back home, I would have shot this deer in a heartbeat. The nice looking young bud. Glad you're here to point them out to me.
Man, it wasn't long. We had deer all over us in here.
Don't move. Man, we got eyeballs all around us.
Man, it's hard to believe to have this many bugs at one time.
This is one of the bugs that we can take out here. That broken brow tine deer. But there's a nice tall one that may come in right here too. Oh, if he don't come in tonight, and this one comes back tomorrow, we're gonna come and take this one. It's a nice little deer.
We didn't see the buck that Kevin warned for me, but he said just wait. We'll be back tomorrow morning, and maybe he'll be in then.
Call Thug with Chris Kirby.
Hey Chris, one of the things I really love is the snort-wheeze. What's your opinion on using snort-wheeze in the woods?
The snort-wheeze trial, it's gotten a tremendous amount of publicity over the last few years, and for good reason, because it is an extremely effective call in the right situation. It may not be right for every deer herd around the country as you get into different ratios and the number of deer you have. For instance, Northeast, there's places where I wouldn't necessarily use it. Will it work? I think so, without question. You get down through the Midwest where there's a lot more deer and they're a lot more aggressive. The snort-wheeze, it's an aggressive call. And it's extremely effective, especially during that rut. And you've got a buck out there, he's 80, 90 yards, you're bow hunting. He's not responding to a grunt or a bleat. Am I gonna snort-wheeze at him? Absolutely, because you're telling him, hey, this is my territory. He's in the mindset where, no, this is my territory. And that snort-wheeze is such an aggressive call, and it means so much that he's gonna have to come in and check it out.
Yeah, it's my favorite call of all to use, definitely during a rut. And, I've had a lot of success doing it. I know it works, so, I just want to know your opinion on that one. But that's good, man. Good information.
Call Thug, brought to you by Deer Thug Calls, powered by Quaker Boy.
Well, we went in the next morning. Again, we weren't in a blind 5 minutes, and deer started piling in. We must have had 8 different bucks in there. The buck that Kevin was wanting me to take, he finally came in.
Hey, here's our boy. He's coming in here. Get ready. I'm gonna let him get right now.
He was in there for 1 hour and 10 minutes.
All right, get ready. He's fixing to turn on us. All right, drop back. Wait, I can't see him. Come on, cuz. Can't see him. Wait.
Either I didn't have a shot, or cuz couldn't get the shot of him.
Oh, he's gonna turn. All right, drop back.
Wait, right behind the tree. Wait. God dang it, man.
And Kevin, he kind of looked at us. He was kind of getting upset because we couldn't get the shot on her.
All right, he's fixing to get right. Get ready. All right, draw back, draw back.
Wait, he's behind that tree. God, you're kidding me.
And finally, the deer, he kind of went on and off. And Kevin said, don't worry about it. We'll be back in here this afternoon. He'll be back.
You know, you could kill him 10 times by now. We're in here trying to make TV. We got to satisfy the big guy back here. That's a little hard to do at times, getting everybody lined up. You got one camera angle, one shooter's angle. That ain't always the same, is it?
Can we come back this afternoon?
We'll be back in here. He'll be back in this evening. We're gonna get that boy.
This camera TV stuff is not as easy as it looks on TV. Trust me.
Section 1, question 4.
When do you do most of your scouting for the upcoming season?
You're always scouting, you know, looking for that good mature buck. You scout around when you're picking up sheds and things like that.
Justin Akins, Canadian River Hilton.
But the biggest part of my scouting starts about 30 days prior to season starting. 1st of September, we put our cameras out and really start watching the bucks and trying to get the patterns on the good mature bucks. But it never ends until the end of season. Once season starts, you can't stop scouting. The bucks are continually changing their patterns, changing their ways. You've got pre-rut, rut, post-rut. Their feeding habits changes. When we're out guiding, we're always looking for different bucks, finding bucks we haven't seen. So we start the 1st of September and scout till the last day of season.
Mossy Oaks Deer Thugs is brought to you by Come Here, Deer, Charlie O Products, New Fletch, Scott Archery, Schwacker Broadheads, and by Mossy Oak brand camo.
One and four.
When do you do most of your scouting for the upcoming season?
Really scout pretty much all year long.
Charlie O'Brien, the Catch-22 Ranch.
I usually scout as much as I can, you know, as the season goes along, because things change so much. You have to keep guys on deer and understanding, you know, what the deer are doing at that time. So, you know, you don't over scout. I think you can over scout an area, and actually, you know, we talk about putting your scent in that area a bunch, and you know, those big deer aren't going to stay around very long if they're, you know, you're in that area and pushing them around and getting them out of the bedding area. So, I mean, there's so many different things you always are looking for and trying to get a, you know, an advantage somewhere. So it's important to scout year round, I think.
Go get an arrow, get one knocked.
We went back in the late afternoon.
As cold as it is, I don't think it's gonna be long before we get some action.
We had deer coming and going.
Hey, something spooked that deer.
And just about 20 minutes before dark, in came our buck.
Here's our boy, get ready, get ready.
He was working in from the left, and he worked in. We kept looking at him. He'd move up a few steps. We'd keep looking.
Get ready. All right, drop back.
And all of a sudden, he stepped in. I had my shot. Cuz had his shot. I drawed back.
All right, there's your shot. You need to... Watch him. All right, it's a little high. Wasn't that intense? I know where he's going. We're gonna just leave him alone. Back out of here. It's gonna be cold tonight. I don't think he's going far, but I'm not gonna take the chance of getting out there and nudging him a little bit. So I think it's a great shot. I mean, I think he's done, but cool stuff.
My shot, it wasn't a perfect shot. I hit him a little bit high. He ran off. We watched him, and because it was been cold, it was in the 20s. Kevin says, rather than go out and push him, let's wait till tomorrow morning, and went in and looked for him the next morning.
Yeah, like I said, after looking at that video, here we go. You know, I felt a little better about it, but you know, a little high and little back is usually not a very good sign. Here we go. He looks like he's going right out this trail here. There he is, Paul. Check it out, man. I didn't think he was going to go far. Good job. You know, we knew it wasn't the best shot in the world, but I'm telling you, right there is a good spot. How about that, huh?
Man, I love this. Texas hunting. Never hunting out of the county that I grew up in. Come down here in a place like this. Man, I just cannot explain it. I'm so just.
Anyway, what we need to do now is go get your tag, get him tagged up, load it up, and go back and show him off a little bit, huh?
All right.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
You betcha, man. Enjoy the heck out of it. Cool.
And when I got down, I grabbed hold of those antlers, so I looked at them. I knew the contest was real. You know, you need to go out and enter the contest. Same as I did, you got the same chance as I do. It's a time of your life down here.
Nice shot, Blake. How often do you, during the course of the season, you check your bow as far as cables, you know, pins, just general checkup of the bow?
I say almost every time I go hunting. You know, I'm always looking over my bow, making sure that my string wax is in good shape, making sure that everything's tight on the bow, tapping on the bow to see if I'm hearing any strange vibration. But another thing that I really recommend people do, and a mistake I see all the time, is they don't check the mechanical aspects often enough. And you should check the timing on a bow, you should check for cam lean, and some things you're gonna have to take it into the archery shop. So I say once a month, every 1,000 arrows, 500 to 600 if you don't shoot as often. With a hybrid cam system, a bow will still shoot if it's out of time, but it won't feel as good. You're gonna lose a lot of valley, and it's not gonna have a very solid back wall. A little bitty tweak, one twist to a cable can eliminate all that and make the bow shoot better and make you a better archer.
And it's always better safe than sorry.
That's exactly right. Check them often as you can.
All right, good deal.
Gotta get in here early. What time do you think they'll be coming through?
You know, as soon as it starts cracking daylight, they start getting a little nervous on those open wheat fields. So they'll start piling through here. Now they got, I don't know, half mile before they get to here. So it's gonna be a little bit after daylight, but not long after daylight. And it's usually the bugs that pile off first. Yeah. So anyway, we look for stuff to happen pretty quick. As soon as we can see out here, we could have deer in front of us. When you know where they're coming from and where they want to be, you know, then you can kind of understand and have predictable deer. We need to go ahead and get ready, man. It could happen anytime.
Chasing toes everywhere.
Boy, this goddamn cold weather is really sparks on that. You know, it's like 18, 19 degrees out here.
Section 1.
Question 7.
Do you think ground lines help contain scent?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I know.
Rapid Fire is brought to you by Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Section 1, question 4.
When do you do most of your scouting for the upcoming season?
Just as soon as the season goes out.
Fred Law, Enon Plantation.
All of the signs there. It's like a road map, if you will. Rubbed lines, scraped lines. If you find a promising set of sheds, a good scrape line or a good rub line, well, you know where to return in the fall. but I roll it further. I'm out doing my preseason turkey scouting, and then I'm out turkey hunting. And a lot of times you'll see these active scrapes or the scrapes in the sign from the previous hunting season, and make mental notes or even write the notes down, and that's a good bet to start in the fall.
Watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him. He's down right there, man. How about that, bud?
Man, I've never seen so many deer.
I told you.
Those.
Once they start piling off that, man, they really come through here.
And this kind of tracking job I like. We don't always have these to work with. Nice when you see them belly up. Wasn't that cool?
Yes, it is.
Right. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Check that dude out. Look at that, huh? Look at the mass on him.
I'll tell you what, I still love it when a plan comes together for sure.
Cuz said he was gonna make us a sausage pie night if we had a good hunt today.
Hey,
It was a great, congratulations.
I appreciate it, man. You're gonna like that sausage pie. Good thing about this one, I think we can drive right up to it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, let's go get the truck.